CSR or corporate social responsibility is a vital element of any successful organization operating within a society. We in ESRI believe in the importance of corporate social responsibility, and we act upon it and actually allocate budgets for CSR related events. This is translated clearly through our participation in events like this, where we come and talk about our experiences and also encourage other companies to take such initiatives.
Well, the reason for this conference, as you can see around you, is to enhance the social work in general, and to encourage all the peoples around the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Gulf to give the best for the social work around every activities they work in. Actually, the target are the societies, all of them, and those who take care about the social services, whether in Saudi Arabia or in Bahrain or whatever. Well, to be honest, every seminar is important, but I think this one considered to be the first one in such arena or such field, and we hope that the results of this conference will help us to see what's the most important, to at least help us to make our priorities.
I'm so happy to share Bahrain Volunteer Society in their conference. My presentation, it was about the commitment with the volunteer. I'm so sorry to say that many of volunteers, they thought that there is no any commitment or responsibility for the volunteers if they share any program or if they go through any program. But the new culture that we want to, or a new message to send it for the NGOs, that they are there is no any commitment to if they decide if they want to decide to share with as a volunteer. But since they decide to share or to work with as a volunteer, it's there is many responsibility and there is commitment with them. So how to arrange this commitment? There is different way to arrange this commitment. One of them is contracts, and there is a different type of contracts with the volunteers. One of them are legal commitment, and it usually you go with the legal commitment with the program or projects with big funding. And the other contract is the director contract, and this one, this type of contract, we use it for such kind of programs which is less funding and which is less goals. And the third part of the contract is type of code of conduct. So, but it's usually we use this type of contract in BDC center, with the youth volunteers. So it's helped them to start how to feel responsibility through the programs in volunteers.
My paper is going to discuss the importance of media for the volunteering societies in these days. No volunteering societies can play its role for the people without journalists understand how the media works in the world in these days, and also how can this journalist serve these activities and present it to the public. I think it is the important stage now, and we can use all the media, social media, traditional media, and it is I think very important for them to use all this media for explain the role of the societies for the people.
Bab al Bahrain is located at the entrance to the Manama Souk in Bahrain's capital city, Manama. Built in 1949, it once housed the government's administrative offices and overlooked the sea. Bab al Bahrain has undergone many big changes over the years, but the Culture Antiquities Authority undertook a project to preserve it as a cultural landmark and thus restored it to its former glory and eventually moved its tourism sector offices and visitors centers into the building. Behind Bab al Bahrain is the old Manama Souk. The souk is vibrant collections of shops offering a wide range of goods from textiles, spices, incense, perfumes, handicrafts and souvenirs, as well as more modern products from all over the world. There are also a number of traditional coffee shops. The souk offers a unique shopping experience that brings to mind that style of commerce from days long past. The Manama Souk is a must-visit while in Bahrain that visitors will be sure to enjoy.
Isam Abdullah Khalaf, Minister of Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning, visited Saada project to inspect phase 1 of the project located on the coast of Muharraq. The minister was accompanied by Khalid Al-Rumayhi, Chairman of Idama, Amin Al-Arayaf, CEO of Idama, Ahmed Jalal, representing Mohammed Jalal Contracting Company, the project's main contractor, and Engineer Isama Murad, Assistant Undersecretary for Sanitary Engineering. Phase 1 of Saada project will provide a dynamic, fully accessible public waterfront with shaded terraces and parking. There will be 7 buildings for lease, which will house a variety of functions, including food and beverage, booths, multi-story car park, and other supporting facilities, including chandlery to support the marine berths, which are now in place. The first construction works comprising of site reclamation and quay wall was completed in February 2018. This came after the appointment of Gulf Engineering Company as the main consultant for the project and the appointment of AECOM as a consultant for the project infrastructure. The construction work for Phase 1 of the Saada project commenced in July 2018, and the project is proceeding according to the planned timeline, with completion planned for the fourth quarter of 2019. Furthermore, the Saada project has been coordinated with all official authorities to ensure proper infrastructure services. The infrastructure works will start this month following the land preparation and the building of the foundations, which were initiated last month. The Minister of Works expressed his gratitude and appreciation to all those involved in this national project, which is part of the series of projects that the government supports. He stated that he hoped that the project will achieve its desired results and provide unique community services to citizens and residents. The chairman of IDAMA thanked His Excellency the Minister for his interest in the project. Amin Al-Arayid, Chief Executive Officer of IDAMA, commented, "Projects like these are an important addition to our portfolio and reflection of the government's commitment to encouraging tourism developments that serve locals and tourists. Work is well underway and we expect to finish by the last quarter of 2019. Ahmed Jalal, the general manager for Mohammed Jalal Contracting Company, restated that the importance of the project and the company's commitment to working within the target's time frame and budget. As part of their current visit to Bahrain, a delegation of former presidents and heads of organizations who won the Nobel Peace Prize paid a visit to Bahrain National Museum. They were accompanied by Sheikh Hussam bin Isa Al Khalifa. The delegation comprised former presidents of South Africa, Frederick William de Klerk, former presidents of Poland, Lech Walesa, former presidents of East Timor, Jus Ramos Horta, and Undersecretary General and former executive director of the United Nations Human Settlements Program, Anna Tubichaka. They were received by President of Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities, Sheikha May bint Mohammed Al Khalifa. The delegation toured the museum and listened to a briefing by Sheikha May on its section, which contained a collection of artifacts and artistic models representing the civilizations known by Bahrain throughout its history. They praised the outstanding level of the museum and its content, which embody the civilizational depth of Bahrain and its people, lauding the museum's architectural design reflecting the Bahraini identity. They stressed the kingdom's rich civilizational heritage, praising Bahrain's tremendous contribution to promoting peace and coexistence worldwide. The meeting was attended by Bahrain's ambassador to Paris, Dr. Mohammed Abdel Ghaffar, Supreme Council for Women Policies and Development Director General Sheikh Khadina bint Rashid Al Khalifa, and legal advisor Dr. Mohammed Walid Al Masri. Al Ansari outlined Bahrain's strides in empowering women, stressing keenness on benefiting from French approach to support women and remove all aspects of gender discrimination. She highlighted Bahraini women's legislative strides over the past 16 years of parliamentary life, stressing keen interest in opening channels of cooperation with the French National Assembly. French GCC Friendship Group Chairman Boukil commended Bahrain's approach in supporting women, hailing the dedicated work conducted by the Council led by Her Royal Highness Princess Abika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa, wife of His Majesty the King and Supreme Council for Women President. The nationals had impressive results at the competition, the most significant of which was Salwa Eid winning the women's 400 meters gold medal. Other athletes' respectable finish were Winfred Yavi 3,000 meters, steeplechase bronze, Aminat Youssef 400 meters hurdle 5th place, Idoding Oding 200 meter 5th place, Hajar Al Amiri 100 meters 7th place. Sheikh Hayat congratulated the Bahrain delegation headed by Bahrain Athletics Association board member Badr Nasser and conveyed the greetings of His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, representative of His Majesty the King for Charity Works and Youth Affairs, Supreme Council for Youth and Sports Chairman and BOC President. Sheikh Hayat commended the result of the team at this world-class event and attributed that to the support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness Prime Minister Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and Supreme Council First Vice Chairman and Bahrain Athletics Association President His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa.